believe that you had bias, that you needed to move on from an investigation at any time?
No.
No. Has there been a time in your career that you recused yourself from a professional action?
No.
Okay. So you'll be surprised, but I actually believe that the Russians tried to destabilize our economy, our way of life, our government. I think they have been doing it for a long time. I'm curious if this is the first time that Russia tried to interfere with an American election.
I'm aware of times where they, going back to the 60s and 70s, where they planted evidence, where they were seeking to introduce items of information that were false in newspapers. I'm not aware of any direct outreach to members of a presidential, either the candidate or his immediate team.
Did they attempt to interfere in the 2012 elections?
I certainly did, yes.
Yeah. So do you recall when President Obama telling Russian President Medvedev that he would have more flexibility to negotiate on issues like missile defense after the 2012 election?
I don't remember that, sir. No.
He said that in a hot mic. Why wasn't that investigated?
Sir, because one, there were no allegations to my knowledge. Again, I was not in the position.
This is the President of the United States telling the Russian president that he was going to have more flexibility and he was going to do certain things. Do you recall during the debates when President Obama objected to candidate Romney that the 1980s are now calling to ask for their foreign policy book? The Cold War is over. Do you remember that?
I don't, but I...
Okay, so you were not interested in Russian interference with our elections in 2012, but you were interested in Russian interference in 2016.
That's not true, sir.
And you were not interested in the actions of a president who was saying that Russia was no longer a foreign power that we needed to be concerned about.
Sir, I disagree with that statement.
Well, you don't even recall those statements, so I don't know how you can disagree with them.
You're characterizing my interest in their interference, and I can respond to that if you'd like.
That's fine. How can you assure the American people that you're not lying today?
Because one, as I said before, I'm doing it under oath.